Hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. My name's...
Not this place again!
My name's Kristian! That's me. If you hear this voice, it be Kristian. And with me today is Ozzy. Say hello, Ozzy.
As always, here.
As it is, every week. Always has been.
Ozzy and Kristian's world of insanity. World of insanity.
How's life been treating you?
Busy. Normal, but busy.
Busy.
Work.
Yeah.
Oh, and obviously first week back, so...
Of course, yeah.
Extra work.
Yeah.
But I have amassed 24 hours of overtime, so...
Woo!
Plus sides.
Wow. Well, you've amassed 24 hours plus sides. What are the sides?
Plus the sides, yeah.
Like fries,
the
onion
side
rings.
Of the building. Oh, okay. No, I just took the entire side of Blaze Primary School.
Do you know what? I was in Crow Lane earlier on my way home, so I went to the chip shop. I wondered why half of the school was missing. That explains it.
It's like, is this just happening to every building along the Bristol area? First cribs, now here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear the lawnmower that's just started up in the background, but...
No.
Good.
You've heard me rubbing my nose, though. Enjoy that.
Oh yeah.
I've had blood coming out of it.
You've been picking it again.
No.
Well, I told you about picking your nose.
Always choose a good one.
Always use the middle finger because it's the thickest. You get more out that way.
It's the stupidest and easiest to trick.
So do we have any news?
Yes.
This is right. Oh.
Yes, actually.
Oh dear. Good, because I never do.
No.
Well, big finish news, but we'll get to that after the stuff that we haven't heard before.
All right. In the Pokémon department, the next series of the Pokémon anime will be announced on the 29th of September. So they've announced that they're going to announce it.
Wow.
The new series will simply be called Pocket Monsters in Japanese, just like when the Pokémon anime first debuted in Japan.
Oh.
The series
won't have Pokémon Sword and Shield.
The series will feature all regions that have appeared in the Pokémon games from Kanto to Galar.
Okay, so they're doing like a world tour, best of the best reunion tour thing from what it sounds like.
Yeah, all we know is all I've said. All I've said is all we know.
What we can gather from that and hope is that it is like the grand 20... What anniversary are we on now?
20-something. 23rd, I think?
The grand 20-plus anniversary of Pokemon, where we actually get, like, callbacks to everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Pokemon news number one. Also, they've put out some more information about Sword and Shield. Ozzy, I do need to tell you the name of one of the Pokemon, because it's amazing.
Okay.
Poltegeist.
Okay. Actually, I quite like that.
Yeah.
Is it cute?
Yes, actually. I'm whizzing through this because I'm going to run out of space on the hosting if we make the podcast too long.
Okay. We can have a shorter ones here.
Oh.
This week. If Yaz wish.
Yaz
wishes.
Yaz from Doctor Who.
Yaz wishes.
You remember Yaz, the popular character?
The ever lovable her.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Thingy, you know. What's her name?
You know, the one that's a woman.
What, the Doctor?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. So there wasn't it? It was the Doctor. Graham, Ryan's
dad.
Ryan's dad, oh yeah, he was in an episode. Grace.
Yep, the frog.
The one who should have been the Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Now I need to listen to a Big Finish to build my Doctor Who spirits back up.
Well, Ozzy, do you have any Big Finish news whilst we're on the subject?
Do, in a way.
Okay.
I've been a little bit naughty and bought some more. Only two this time.
Okay.
Because I saw that there was a novel adaptation for £2.99.
Okay.
They're normally like 15 quid. So I thought, okay, I'll get this one, and maybe I'll get 2 more £2.99 ones just to bring it up to about a tenner.
Okay.
Then as I was looking through, I ended up finding a 15 quid one, or a 12 quid one adding on to the 3 quid one.
You can round that down to 10. That's fine.
I spent which means in total I spent about 15 quid.
Yeah, it's rounded down.
Yeah. The one I'm going to praise today.
Oh.
Doctor Who and the Pirates, which is a musical.
Ooh.
Set with pirates.
Yeah.
Bill Oddie is the villain. And yeah, it was Doctor Who at its weirdest but best as well. It was quite somber at times, quite sort of like mournful. Certain characters died, people got upset about it.
Who was the Doctor?
6.
Oh,
6.
Okay.
I've been on a little bit of a 6 run at the moment.
Oh. 6 and stones may break my bones.
Yeah, that's pretty much my Big Finish news.
Okay.
I recommend that story, and I was a little bit naughty and bought some more.
Okay. You know, like how there's like kind of that it's kind of become a joke now of people in their, you know, older people who, you know, bought their first house for 2 shillings and 6 and have lived in it their whole life, having a go at millennials not being able to afford houses because they spend all their money on avocado on toast. It's like, if you
spend it on avocado on toast, I spend it on audiobooks, on roast.
Honestly, you kids spending all your money on audiobooks on roast.
Audio on a host.
Audio on host, yes.
Audio on host. Obviously, our host is Big Finish in this particular occasion, but
yes.
Other hosts are available.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So yeah, what's been going on with me? I had a bit of a lazy week this week. Like I said, it kind of happens in the summer sometimes, where I didn't really edit a lot of stuff. But I have edited the Solitaire thing, so that'll be going up on Sunday.
Okay.
And I can move on to the next one.
I've had a lazy week of editing, but that's because I've had a busy week of actual real life work.
That's one of the things that happened to me. Not your work, but my work.
No.
I still managed to make it to the podcast though. So did we both. Yeah. We had this thing. Basically, our system sends orders to a supplier, who then sends the goods to hospitals, and it's meant to send. Basically, it does a file transfer of sending these files across with all the orders on them. And once we've sent it. We know it's sent. The little request in the system says it's sent. And then if it's rejected, sometimes the supplier reject it for various reasons. So someone emailed in saying, this order hasn't gone to supply chain. And we said, oh, it's been sent. Check with supply chain, please. Supply chain then came back, which is the first time this has ever happened. And they said, no, we definitely didn't get this. So we looked into it, and it turns out that if you look on the output of this system request, it says, yep, everything's good, it's all sent. But then if you look at the logs and look really carefully, you see that instead of saying connecting to the server, connected, transferring files, finished, it says connecting to the server, not connected, finished. And it just still completes as normal. And there was
so it registers as complete, but it didn't do shite.
Exactly, and there was no way of figuring out which ones had failed because it wasn't there anywhere.
This has been going on for years now.
Well, I hope not. So I looked at, there was 570 of these requests, and I was like, we're not checking all of these. We'll check either side of the one that's been flagged with us, and then we'll skim backwards from the end of the day and forwards from the start of the day, like every sort of half an hour, just to check it's still working. And we eventually
only started today, yeah.
We narrowed it down to half an hour in the middle of the day, and so there's this whole thing of then contacting all these people saying, you need to resubmit these, we'll resend these ones, but these ones we can't because they're marked as complete already, blah, 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 blah. Then halfway through dealing with this, going on like this big call with all the important managers to explain what was going on, we had a fucking bomb alarm go off in our office. So I was out there.
What?
It was like a test of we have a fire alarm and a bomb alarm.
Okay.
It was a drill that we didn't know about.
It was a drill.
Yeah.
Someone just set off a bomb in the office. It's fine.
So we were doing all that, and we finally got it sorted. Everything was happy days. And then one of the people we emailed from the hospital, one of the hospitals emailed back and said, "Oh, thanks for this, but actually there are these 8 other ones that didn't send as well." And we looked at those and the same thing happened, and they were from completely different times during the day that we just completely missed. Because it was just like this intermittent thing throughout the day.
The wire's been loose the entire day or something.
Yeah. So then I was like, we can't look through all these requests. This is not feasible. So let's talk to our hosting providers and say, can you look at the file transfer logs to show us what files have come through? Then we can look in the archive of what we've generated in the system, compare the two, find out what's missing. They came back saying, yeah, we can't find those files. Here is what we've got in the logs. And I said, yeah, those are the files coming into us. Can you look at the files going out from us, please? They came back and said, oh yeah, sorry, we don't keep logs of that. So then I had to go. So then I spoke to the supplier we're sending the things to and said, it's like, imagine me like Oliver Twist ringing my cap, like, please help us.
One day this treasure hunt will end and you will find your gold. But today is not that day.
Yeah, but they were great. They sent it straight away. They were like, yeah, we can do that. So that was easy. Did that, did the comparison. Job's a good one. But now my job on Monday is to check the 2 days either side with using the same method. Because like, I'm now thinking, because this has always been an issue with this supplier and this interface. People have always complained about orders not getting through. And I've always put it down to they reject at supply chain's end because the supplier's end because the item's not available anymore or the account's not set up properly, because that does happen. But now I'm thinking, actually, has this always been like this?
This is just any problem in the past probably was this.
Yeah.
It's just caused problems on all sorts of different events.
And it's mad as well because I had my job. I was in my job, and then I went on to secondment to another role, and then decided I kind of got fed. I didn't really like how that role was going, so I was like, it's the same pay grade. I'd rather just be king of my own little world again and know exactly what I'm doing. I'm in charge, you know.
Yeah.
So I like, this is the week that I kind of made that clear to my manager that I wanted to move back to the team, and they've been trying to figure out when I'm going back. This is the week it happened. I was like,
and then this all happened.
Yeah. The manager of this team was saying, have you just engineered this to make it seem like you're indispensable to us? I was like, damn it, you figured me out. Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, that was
pulling strings from behind the skies.
That was my week.
Pulling a seventh Doctor. Yeah. Manipulating your five steps ahead of that chess game.
Yeah. Dear, dear. And I heard someone said a funny. They were saying when they were growing up, they used to know this lady who ran a corner shop, who must have been like 90 years old or something. They were ancient, and when he was a kid, he overheard the lady in the shop saying to his mum, "Oh, when I woke up this morning, I felt so comfortable. The light was coming in through the window. There was nothing wrong. I thought I must have died. I thought I was in heaven. Then I moved and all the pain flooded back."
Okay, no, that's good. That's a sitcom line.
Yeah. I did I've just seen this on my notes. Yesterday, I've randomly thought of this. This is going to be a brilliant limp bit of celery to end on. It's not really a joke or anything. It's just like a terrible pun I thought of that I haven't been able to word into a joke.
Clenching my butt cheeks is weird.
So
I'm ready.
Do you know the concept of a drag coefficient? So if something's aerodynamic, it's got a really low drag coefficient. So there's no drag from the air around it, so it flows through the air really easily.
Okay, yeah, no, right. I don't know the technical terms, but...
Drag coefficient. Yeah. So I was thinking, if there was a man dressed as a lady walking along through some like high winds and they were really struggling to walk along, it was because they had too high a drag coefficient. And on that bombshell, it's time to end.
Thank you for joining us for the final ever Inaudible.
Yeah, if you've enjoyed that, and I'm sure you have, make sure to subscribe, make subscriptions, and all that jazz. That's what I said, and we're sticking with it.
And tell us if you find our missing persons, please. Mummy and Daddy miss him so much. Invisible Tower is me, and he is TS Reactions. That's Ozzy over there. Hello. I got my little hovel down in that diddly corner.
Yes. Well, you're in the greenhouse, aren't you? Oh, greenhouse. That reminds me. How could I forget? I had a letter through the door today.
What about a greenhouse?
It says, okay, so for the benefit of the tape, for those of you listening, i.e. not Ozzy, who don't know me personally, I live in a first floor flat, a council flat, with like washing lines out the back. Yeah. And when I say first floor, that's English first floor, so off the ground.
British first floor.
So here's the letter I received. See if you can figure out where they've gone wrong here in sending this to the tenant of a first floor council flat. Dear homeowner, important information about your conservatory. When your conservatory was built, it was required to have a roof that was 75% transparent. So, I'm no expert, Ozzy, but I think I might be the wrong target audience for this letter.
Well, I don't know, because I've seen the outside of your flat, and I'm pretty sure that roof isn't transparent. I mean, I suppose you're not on the top floor, but still, it's a shared flat. You can all chip in.
It's definitely not a conservatory. It's not a conservatory.
Roof. You could still get a conservatory roof for your flat.
I suppose. Maybe I should make my windows out of conservatory roofs.
Yes.
As long as they're 75% transparent.
No, just build a conservatory off the side of the house.
Yeah, on stilts.
Biggest balcony ever. Yeah, no, well, not stilts, but like the Roman columns or something. Make it look fancy. You'll have the nicest block of flats in Bristol. Value will skyrocket.
Yeah. Then
not your value, but the value of whoever owns the block of flats.
Yeah, a cancel.
A cancel.
And then
just took a cancel axe from a cancel van, and now you're using it to dig up a cancel road.
I'm reporting you to cancel. Yes.
My favourite line from that otherwise terrible episode.
Yes.
Not terrible, just
bad.
Just really boring. And
it wasn't great.
Kind of there and kind of so boring you can't physically forget. It's not a forgettable episode because you remember because it was not a good one.
Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, we should probably end it there.
Yeah, finally.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time. Next week, who will join us? Tune in to find out. Bye.
Yeah, you can cut it a bye if you want.
Okay.
I know you like the last word.
Yeah, that is true.